a lot is coming your way, but sometimes you say stuff or post stuff that gets attention. You give it out, in other words. Democratic Arizona Senator Mark Kelly posted on X about his trip to Ukraine to push for continuing to send U.S. weapons and support there, and you posted that he was a traitor. Well, why do that?
Well, I think somebody should care about the interests of the United States above the interests of another country. And
Sure.
if they don't, they're a traitor.
Yeah, but he's a decorated veteran, a former astronaut, a sitting U.S. senator.
It doesn't mean it's okay for him to put the interests of another country above America.
Yes. Yes. That is so true. Wow. That's amazing. I love that he just said that. Yeah. Thank you for your service. But hey, now you're doing things wrong. There's another country that you have this loyalty to. What's going on? What's happening there? You should be able to call that out. You don't get this blanket immunity because you served. If you're serving, that's fantastic. If you become some kind of traitor, it doesn't get wiped away. Your record's still there, but also this has to get looked at. And also that guy that he's talking about, he actually called Elon a D, called him a male appendage of sorts, a third leg, if you will. And he said that he doesn't like having a car made by someone like that. And then I think he sold his car or something like that. So he's contributing to the whole thing, the whole Tesla attack, the propaganda, everything.
Obviously, there are some Republicans who think supporting Ukraine is the right thing still, but there is a battle back and forth about how do you think it comes to an end?
Well, I think there will be a negotiated peace. And the thing that we should be concerned about is we should have empathy for the thousands of people that are dying every day in trenches, for no movement in the lines. So the borders remain the same. For the past 2 years, thousands of people have died every week for nothing. For what? And I take great offense at those who put the appearance of goodness over the reality of it. Those who virtue signal and say, oh, we can't give in to Russia, but have no solution to stopping thousands of kids dying every day. They just want that to continue forever. I have contempt for such people. I don't want to make that clear.
Yeah. So you're optimistic.
Because they're virtue signaling, and their lack of a solution means that kids don't have a father. It means that parents lost a son. For what? Nothing.
So you're optimistic that the president's plan might work?
Elon is amazing in this interview. You can tell he's getting pushed. He's being walked through the fire the same way Trump was walked through the fire, with the lawfare and the attacks and the getting shot and the second attempt and third attempt. He's getting walked through the fire right now. You can tell he realizes he has to be very out in the open about how he feels about everything. Never seen Elon that upset before. Yeah, of course, because it's getting to a point where you can clearly tell there's people who don't like the country. There's people who don't feel like being American is a great thing. And for me, I have contempt for people like that all day long. You have no idea how lucky you are. I say it all the time. So many different videos. So yeah, of course he's going to feel this way. Of course he's going to be saying this. And then you're talking about President Trump has echoed the same thing. Said he doesn't care. He's like, they're not American. They're Russian and Ukrainian, but this has to stop. We can't just have people dying. And Elon just hit the nail on the head. For what? The kid grows up without a father, and it all goes back to the same type of fraud stuff and money and this and that, paper trail, as we discussed. Man. And he's already had attempts on his life. There was 2 people here in Austin that came after him. They tried to go after him. 2 guys tried to get him. And that's just what we've heard about. I'm sure there's things behind the scenes that we haven't heard about. To be honest, we should be careful how hard we push him. He's the richest and arguably smartest human alive. If he comes to hate society, we're screwed. If he hates society, we're screwed. Yeah. If he decides that there's no more hope for people, and he's just like, I'm making 5 billion robots, I don't need this anymore. Yeah, that would be a problem for all of us, honestly. But he doesn't seem like that. And I do watch him close because he does own Neuralink, and I don't like the path that Neuralink can put the human species. I don't like the hive mind aspect that can come with everybody having this implant and one person kind of controlling that. So I do watch him close, but he's in rare form in this interview. Rare form. It seems like he's waking up. I was having a conversation with somebody. I won't say who they are, but I will say they were famous. But I won't talk about our conversations because he's a great guy. But he was saying how, some people, he has a friend who's also notable, and they woke up, and maybe Elon's waking up the exact same way. Maybe he's having this realization that it's like, this needs to stop. There is good and evil in this world. When people start waking up to the whole thing of this being a battle of good and evil, it becomes a lot easier to see who's what and what's what. And it's hard to explain, but like once you understand that, it becomes very clear. Very, very clear. But I think this interview is almost over. Let's hear the rest of what he has to say.
The president's plan is the only thing that will work.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News.
Man, that was it. The president's plan is the only thing that will work. That was live. I was going to wait a little while before I jumped on, but I saw this was happening live. I was like, I got to get this. Sorry, I missed you, brother. We would have loved to been live with you. Well, I'm still here. I'm not leaving. I just started, but I was going to start later. I was going to start around now, but instead I was like, oh, I have to jump on this interview. This is, man, Elon, man, again, just what he had to say right there. Beautifully put. And again, you can tell he's getting pushed. He's getting pushed a whole lot, Yes, the old saying goes, evil triumphs when good men do nothing. Yep. Oh, no, this is not a replay, bro. I'm here. Look, here. How many fingers I have up? 5. I got 5 fingers up. You see? There he is. I'm real. But yeah, when good men do nothing, 100%. And a lot of guys are waking up to that. You've seen Rogan wake up to it. You've seen Elon wake up to it. You're seeing RFK, arguably was up to it already, but you see him as well. Tulsi Gabbard is a big one. She was a Democrat, just taking all the awards in, and then, that changed up for her. Let's move on. Since I was going to do this later on,